So now we already discussed about the signs and symptoms. How OSA is getting diagnosed? Go ahead, Doc.
So, ang diagnosis ng sleep apnea, it's not actually yung questionnaire. Yung questionnaire, it's just a screening for the risk, kung how high risk you are. Kasi kung higher ang risk mo, mauna ka sa screening, mauna ka sa testing.
That's right.
Ganun yung pila eh. Kung low risk ka, saka ka na lang magpa-test. Pero you still need to be tested. It's not necessarily means na kung low risk ka, hindi mo na kailangan magpa-test. Magpa-test ka pa rin. It's because those questionnaires, no, hindi siya sensitive enough or specific enough to test for sleep apnea. It doesn't necessarily mean na pag humihilik ka, may sleep apnea ka. Not necessarily. Ang gold standard po talaga, I don't know if you guys had heard it, yung sleep study or yung term po natin is polysomnography.
That's right.
Have you heard it? So, yun yung gold standard to diagnose, no? Pag nagpa-sleep study tayo, malalaman natin kung positive ka ba or hindi. Not the signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms can only increase yung probability, pero it's not the gold standard. You still need to undergo the testing.
Pero kasi dito, Doc, marami sa amin, sa Global Sleep Care, marami sa amin nagtatanong, pwede ba kami bumili ng diretsyo ng CPAP machine? I always tell to our patient that you can't. You need to make sure that we find the baseline kung ano talagang meron ka.
Yeah.
Then before you get treated. So sinabi nga ni Dr. Chrislyn that meron tayong process, Meron tayong, first, we need to assess the patient. Proper assessment. That's why meron tayong doktor. May specialist na tayo para tumingin sa ating mga kababayan.